Okay folks, this is a tutorial on how to use the circle and spirals tool within the EQ2 House Layout Editor tool. So let's go to EverQuest, and as you can see I have 6 wooden tiles. I'd like to place them in a circle, and I'm going to stand where I want the circle, so where my feet are is right where I want the circle. Now this information, the location I'm standing in, is shown in the compass above, but instead of having to remember that number, I'm just going to use the log file. So if you don't have your log file turned on, type /log, hit enter, and this will toggle your log file on. If it's already on, it'll turn it off, so you got to type it again if it's already on. Once it's on, you can insert your location into the log file by typing /loc, and now the stuff that's on the compass is in your log file. So this can be pulled by the tool. So let's go into the tool, and I have my inventory listed here right now, but what I'm going to do is go to Tool, Create Objects, Circle, and Spirals. Alright, always leave the top one on floor. Otherwise it can get buggy. The center point is what I was looking at earlier, where I'm standing. It's the center point of the circle is where I am standing. So whenever you click this magnifying glass, it will grab your location from the log file. Now if you haven't set up your log file inside of this tool, you should do so by going to File, Settings, and right here under EQ2 log directory and current log file, you need to go ahead and have that set so that it will be able to read it. Okay, now when I click this magnifying glass, it should update my current location, and it did. Alright, now number of steps is how many items. I think steps would be used for the staircase, so how many steps would you have in the staircase? Well, we're not making a staircase, we're making a circle with tiles. So just how many items? 6 tiles. Whenever you're making a circle, you should always do 360. Angle, we're going to leave it 0. Radius is how big you want the circle. We're leaving it at 4. We can change this. We'll play with that in a little bit to make the circle smaller. As you can see, tiles will be separated with huge gaps in between in the circle if it's too big. This Z increase is related to if you wanted to make a staircase or a spiral, you could set how far apart the stairs are with this options here. I'm not going to fool with that right now. For a detail on all the settings we're looking at, you can go to this forum here. Thanks to Jester, we have some good tips on how to make these changes in the settings here to get the circle. I'm just using his information that I got from the forum to kind of just run through and create a circle. This is not the mastermind tutorial, this advanced. This is just a basic explanation of how this works. Okay, so let's go into the editor here. Now we've set the Z increase to 0. We're not going to mess with that. So item name, I like to name it what it is. You can call it whatever you want because it doesn't matter. What really matters is the ID, that this ID here is copy and pasted into the item ID section. Also, we can set this pitch, rotate, and roll. We're not going to do that right now, but we can. And the scale. So let's go ahead and hit create. Notice how it added 6 items. We said 6, it added 6. We have to delete the old 6. The new 6 have been added to the end of the list. They always will be added to the end. So click on the one that you want to delete, and to select multiples, hold shift and click on another one. And now I've got 6 selected. I'm going to hit delete on my keyboard, and that way it's gone. We can go ahead and hit apply edits, save, go back to the game. You can type /house and hit load layout. Select the layout you were using, hit OK, and it puts it where it needs to. Look at that. Now it also grabbed another one out of the crate. We're not using that one right now. So there's a circle. Very simple to use. Very simple. And also note, if you want to, you can create a macro for that load layout just by typing /load_layout space and the name of the file, the actual template, so that you can load the layout a whole lot quicker if you're going to do this multiple times. This is part 1 of the series. I'm going to make another one here, and it should give a little more detail on making another shape, the circle shape.